you right now, we don't care. Let me tell you, we don't care.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We'll arriving at our destination shortly.
I'm here to tell you, we don't care. We don't care. One of the greatest clips, that and Vistas. Maybe we'll listen to a little bit of Vistas. Hello, welcome back to the latest episode of the Airplane Show. Hello. My name is Greg. I'm going to be your internet pilot tonight as we do something that's many years old now, but just because it's old doesn't mean it's bad. Like, I'm old. I ain't bad. I'm good. Hit like and subscribe. Hit follow. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. I think I have this thing clipped for like 2 minutes. Let's just listen. Let's just watch it for a minute. I love this. I have no idea who the fuck this guy is. Is he an actor over there? In I don't even know where this is from. Ukraine, Romania.
Estaba la paellera agarrada metida entre las piedras de chipiones del faro. Y cuando entro en el restaurante me ve el cocinero con una paellera y a ver la vende paellera.
I wish I knew what he was saying. That's fine. All right. Anyways, let's get back. Let's get down to business. Be here to fly. We're going to do leg number 2, maybe 3 as well, but more than likely, well, maybe we'll do both. I mean, it's only like 45 minutes, so we'll see. But right now we're going from, it just said it. Oh, yeah. In Yokern to Atlanta Strip Airport, which I don't really know where that is, but we'll look. Oh, okay. So it could be... Oh, if my mouse is working. Looks like it's right before the mountains, probably. We flew through those mountains. All right, we're going pretty much up a straight line, I think, actually. I just gotta make sure I have the right controls real quick. Yeah, see, we're just going right up here to 099. All right, let me make sure I still have the right controls. Oops, shit, this is set for Xbox. That's no bueno. Holy shit. Oh, that's why I forgot to switch it over. So whenever you do a check for an update, it always puts the Turtle Beach system back to Xbox as the default. All right, let me make sure this 6 search by input. Nope, this is not. You need I think we just need profile 1 actually. Come on. Yep. All right, that works. So let's apply that. And then before we go, I just want to make sure that our camera system and our... All right, very good. Navlog. We have our map. And let's make sure we still have our positions. Yep. And... All right, very good. So, let's see here. What are we doing here? So, depart from Inyokern Airport and begin the second leg of your bush trip adventure heading northwest toward... Hang on a second. Towards Route 395 along asphalt ribbon bends ever so slightly north, leading you past flanked slope hillsides and eventually towards the aptly named Little Lake. All right, well, let's do this. I'm going to mute myself for a second. I'm going to fix my mic real quick. I know mics aren't supposed to be like up this high compared to where your mouth is, but I don't have a choice. I went to engineering school. Like, I know a lot of this shit about microphones and stuff. Nothing I can do. Unless I caught a long enough boom and I could have it coming out. But then if I had it coming out, it would block the camera and it would block the... You guys don't give a shit about that. Why am I even telling you? Alright, we gotta head north 336 for about 11 minutes. And then we're eventually gonna get to a lake. Okay. Put our road lights on. Oh shit. I might have to buy new rubber feet for this thing. Slipping. Okay. And let's see here. Forward. Sai. Okay, we're good. Alright. Take off power set. Airspeed's alive. Oh. One. What's up? Oh, we're going the wrong way. My bad. Just say 336. All right, here we are once again, flying over California. Let's adjust our trim real quick to get this out of the way. Watch, I'm just going to move it slightly. Hey, it did it okay this time. Sometimes it jumps like 10 in a row. It's a little confusing, this airplane. See, our RPMs look okay. Our airspeed looks okay, but then when we get back inside the cockpit, well, it doesn't look like, it looks like we're like almost maxing out, you know, our kilometers an hour. But outside, we're looking at everything looks okay. Actually, I kind of like this look here. Let me, something. Circles, yeah. Store this for pilot. I like being a little closer to the instruments. Yeah, I know the back on track feed. I don't need to worry about that. See, look at our airspeed. And if I go outside, it's going to look okay. Oh, maybe not. We're just barely in the yellow there. Let's pull back our throttle a little bit. I wish they had some good bush trips in 2024. I know they have the career mode, but I'd really like to see them do bush trips. I think bush trips would be dope as hell. Oh, look, power lines. Alright, yeah, we still got a while to go. And power lines look pretty cool. Let's go check them out. What do we do after we get to the lake? Once we get to the lake, we're just going to keep on heading. Well, you know what? We're pretty much just heading on the 330 heading the whole time. It's pretty much just pretty much just going through here. And then eventually we're going to get to... Oh boy. See, this is what always gets me. Like, what's the airport? I think this is the runway right here. Sometimes I've landed and just drove on the ground. Just like taxied on the ground because the ground is so flat. You know, it's not until you get into Nevada and like Northern California where, you know, you're not going to be able to do that kind of thing. But while we're out here, like on this part of Nevada and California, whatever part of town this is, you know, if you're careful enough, you can just taxi on the ground like the whole way. And them, they look pretty good. Alright, well, we can just close this for now then. We're pretty much just going north. It is really strange just seeing a random hotel or something like that. Condominium in the middle of a crop circle. Is that really what they have in the middle of crop circles? California? That can't be right. I don't believe that for a second. There's no way they keep hotels inside crop circles. It's so much fun just BFR flying like this. Love it. What bush trip would you like to see? I really like the one that's in the east coast of America. The one from, also the one from, like, I think it's Maine down to DC or Boston to DC. That one's okay. The one through the Appalachian Mountains on the east coast is really cool. I got a theory on this 3-eye atlas thing. I don't know if anybody's like keeping an eye on 3-eye atlas or anything like that, but I have a theory. Now, I don't really know if I've heard anybody else talk about this before, but everybody's really nervous about this thing being alien, you know, with it having a plume in the front and being made of a certain mineral that, like, not found on Earth, and it coming in an elliptical pattern to, you know, match the, you know, to kind of mix it in with the planets, kind of like hidden in plain view in a way. It's not taking a normal path that comet takes or meteor. You know, mankind, we've pretty much have a 8,000 year history that we're aware of. And we know a little bit about dinosaurs. But, you know, Earth, Mars, you know, the moons on Jupiter, you know, they've been around for billions of years, okay? Now, they found, you know, like out in the Amazon jungle, they found like 3 miles under Earth, under the top layer of soil, like 3 miles down, I think it is. Or 3,000 feet down, something like that. They found like huge networks of old cities with like waterways and avenues and I mean, they found it. I'd have to find the article. I'll try to find the article after I'm done tonight and put it in Discord. I saw it in the Joe Rogan podcast years ago. It was one of those really good like terrain and Earth history experts he has, like the Randall guy, and then there's some, I think he's got like a British accent, I think is the other dude. He's like an old white guy. But I think this thing could be some sort of vehicle or satellite that civilization billions of years ago put together. You gotta remember, you know, if something on Earth happened 1 billion years ago, there's not going to be a trace of it now. We're not going to find it, you know, 1,000 feet down in the soil. Maybe miles down we would find it, possibly. But I think it's something from either another planet where civilization is not there anymore, or it could be something that we put together on Earth, you know, 500,000 years ago, or 500 million years ago. A long time. We can't really comprehend 500 million years. That's a long time. So it's quite possible that it's Or it could be completely alien and they're coming to take over Earth. You know, I've seen so many bullshit videos, you know, clickbait kind of videos. I don't click on any of that shit anymore. I'm so tired of those clickbait 3-eye Atlas videos. Oh, it's got nine vehicles just showed up to it, or it repelled the sun's gamma rays, and blah blah blah. And then they don't talk. Then they don't show one. They don't show any pictures of the 3-eye Atlas. They don't show any pictures of it, and they don't even talk about it really. You know, they talk about like what it could be. You know, they don't you know, try to break down the, you know, what the scientists are saying about it right now. It's just, I don't like it. I don't like clickbait. That bothers me. I mean, I could make a clickbait thumbnail. Anybody could make that. Just put a big old pair of double D's on the front, and like some thirsty looking girl. You know, a thirst trap. Isn't that what they call them girls? Thirst traps. Yo, girl. What kind of thirst trap you is? Alright, we're heading, still heading 330 something. With a little more juice. Just gonna keep on following this here road. We haven't gotten to the lake yet. I think that's coming up. I think this is the lake right here. I think we're probably right about here. I think this is the lake. And we have 099 to 07. Yeah, maybe we'll do the next lake too, because that's just up and then over one. Sometimes finding these runways is pretty damn tough. Especially when it's just a dirt road. A dirt road! Man, I've been playing the hell out of Supermarket Simulator last couple of nights. I shouldn't say the hell out. I've been playing for like a half an hour. Not a bad game. I hired a worker, and now they ring up everything. They ring up all the groceries now while I keep on stocking the shelves and making sure shoplifters aren't coming around. I got to hit them in the head with a baseball bat. But yeah, the game was it's tough in the beginning before you hire somebody. You know, when you're having to stock the shelves and ring everyone up at the same time and clean up all the messes, that's a lot to handle. I had this weird glitch with it sometimes where, like, you know, I'm like level 11 right now. Well, you know, back when I was like level 5, it gave me the startup instructions again, like bring up 25 customers, you know, this and that. And then, like, once I would get through that day, then it would take me back to the objectives, you know, that I'm supposed to be doing. Weird. Might have to climb a little bit. Can I still control the air? Oh yeah, I still can. Whoa. Alright, this could be the lake they're talking about. Flanked by sloping hillsides. Oh, it's either this or it's the next body of water. As you continue along Route 395, you'll soar over volcanic fields and chasms sculptured. Oh yeah, the black lava fields. Yeah, we have to get to those. Those are pretty dope looking, if I remember right. Can we just get like really close to the road, like we're a car? I don't think the black lava fields are up until like up here, I think. Could have sworn that's where they were at. It's been a minute since I've done this bush trip. I think I did this thing like 2 years ago. It was so nice in the beginning when it was like all these fresh bush trips I haven't tried before. I'd log into the Microsoft simulator after a day of work and see, oh, I only got 2% of this one done, 12% of this one. Now all of them are like 100%, 100%, 100%. Let us do it over again, but choose a different airplane. I think that would be cool. If you finish a leg, or if you finish it, let's say you finish the bush trip without using that turn back feature or the nav feature. Oh, here's the lava fields right here. I think if you do that, they should let you choose whatever airplane you want for the bush trip. Yeah, these are the lava fields right here, I think. I thought they were farther up. Maybe they're not. Alright, what do I have to look out for 8? That's about 12 minutes total. At the far end of the reservoir, while Los Angeles Aqueduct as it carries north through parched landscape where the waterway runs parallel. Okay, so I don't have to worry about really anything until the water runs parallel with the highway. See, I think we come from... I think this is the south down here. I think, I remember correct, I think this is the way we come in. Because that kind of threw me for a loop. I was looking for this crop circle on my left, or this field on my left, and I never could see it. Yeah, I think those are the lava fields coming up. And this thing going on still over in the Ukraine, that shit is scary, man. It seems like NATO and a lot of the European countries want to go out with an all-out war with Russia. That shit is crazy. You guys are gonna get everybody nuked. Russia will use nuclear weapons. They just tested a huge new weapon recently. The Barishnika or the Borisheko starts with a B. I forget the name of it. But Putin did like a presser a week or two ago about it. Man, there is no defense in the world that can stop this missile. He said it could fly for up to 15 hours. Fucking crazy in ICBM. You fly for 15 hours and no defense will catch it. It's too fast for defenses, supposedly. Something like that. I forget the exact reason why defenses can't catch it, but I mean, that shit is crazy. Alright, let's making our way a little closer to the road so we can catch eye about the river. I'm sure VFR flying is quite a bit easier if you're 4,000 or 5,000 feet in the air, but that's no fun. That's no fun. Let's fly close to the ground. You can see all the pretty buildings. We do have auto FPS going. We have GPU-Z going. I have computer, I don't want to say it's overclocked, but I have it on this performance mode from NVIDIA where it boosts certain elements of the system. I think it boosts the VRAM a little bit and it boosts something else. It's an option under when you go to the NVIDIA app, you go under graphics and then you just let it run and it'll give you like it'll give you these extra couple of items that it'll boost to try to help out performance, but I think since I've got auto FPS, it's been much better since getting auto FPS and GPU-Z, keeping both of them up to date. Yeah, that has helped a lot. Helped a lot with 2024 as well. Man, I'm so ready for this tubeless Aerosoft airplane to come out, the A340, man. I want that airplane so bad. I don't want to buy the Inabuilds one. I'm tired of Inabuilds. Sort of. It's just, it's like, you know, they always build the same type of airplane. They do it well. They build nice airplanes, but I want an airplane where the systems are like almost realistic. You know, like I want to enter in all the stuff into the MCDU. You know what I mean? I want to be able to use the system, you know, the CDL, CDLC or DP, whatever the little message display is, you know, that you can use like in the Phoenix and Flight Sim Labs. All right, now here's the lava fields. I was right; they were up here. Let's climb a little bit. About 700 or 800 feet per minute, just enough to get us over the hump here, and I think that's okay. This could be the dam they're talking about coming up here. Sort of volcanic. And the highway reservoirs, bifurcated bodies of water on the east of the road, which is right here. The far end of the reservoir. The waterway runs parallel. In the pathway between them, you'll find an unassuming dirt runway. Okay. Oh, how far is that supposed to be? So about 4 or 5 minutes. So what are we at right now? 29:30. All right. No sense of setting a chronometer here. And just look at the clock in front of me. Countdown for how long I've been streaming for tonight. I could have sworn there was a reservoir. At least when I was doing this on Xbox, I remember being able to see a reservoir towards the near the airport. Feels like we're going so slow, but we are like just barely out of the yellow. I'm sure we could leave it in yellow the whole time. I mean, it's not like there's anything that's gonna go wrong with the airplane. This thing doesn't have any failures. I mean, we could leave it full throttle the whole time. But try to keep it somewhat realistic, I guess. You know, keep the RPMs in a respectable range, keep the oil pressure. The oil pressure's kind of getting up there a little bit, but looks like we're still okay. I shouldn't really sweat it. We don't have any failures, like I said, in this airplane. That'd be cool if they gave you the option for that on these trips. Like minimal options, like, you know, the speed not work, you know, the speed gauge is not working, or flaps not working, or like with that training I did the other day where a bird hit the pitot tube and we couldn't figure out how fast we were going at that point. You know, or that, or was it the flaps that didn't work? One of those two. I don't think that was both on the same flight. Alright, it's been about 3 minutes. Almost 3 minutes. Make sure you like and subscribe. Oh, we lost a subscriber. Oh no. Don't leave me. Come back and say hi. Alright. Let's find the road. Here's the road, and then we gotta wait until the river gets on the left side of the road, which is probably coming up. At the dam over there. Hey, let me go check this out real quick. Oh no, it's no dam. Oh yeah, well, it's a little dam, I guess. Yeah, I guess a little dam. Let's follow the river. Put our landing lights on. Let's locate the airport and then we'll come around on a 709er. Whatever a 709er is, I don't know. They said it in Aliens. When Pharaoh was looking for the beacon. Coming around on the 709er. Where's the beacon? There's the beacon. Alright, I want a clean dispersal this time. Vasquez, you take lead. And I haven't seen anything yet that resembles a airport. Actually, is this it coming up here? Yeah, this is it right here. That's the runway right here. There's that landmass that we missed right there. See, I told you it was on that side. Alright, so here's the runway. Let's go ahead and turn around. We'll come back in. Flaps 1. The white band. Learned that in VFR training. Thank you very much. All right, let's turn around on our 709er. Wait, I forgot to look that up this last time. How many settings of flaps we have. More flaps. Pretty sure this is it. All right, don't go backwards on me. Nice. All right, yeah, let's do one more little leg on this. All right, we've been refueled. We got about 20 minutes. All right, so take off from Alancha, make your way north using the road. You'll quickly discover a dried out bed of Owens Lake, now a massive salt flat, dotted with sporadic seasonal brine ponds. Beyond the basin a bit farther north. Okay, so we're really just heading north again. 339, 332. And that's it. Oh, simple as that. All right, well, let's keep on going. So we're going from 099, 067. That's right. That's what I said. We go up to here, and then right after the big lake, we start veering off to 322, and then we look for what looks to be a pretty easy spot to hit. X marks the spot, huh? All right, let's go. See, I like when you continue because it leaves your airplane right where you parked it. Technically, we should. Went back to the beginning of the runway. All right, take off power set. Airspeed's alive. 60 knots. D1. Still didn't look at the flaps. Fuck, man. Oh, there's only 2 settings for flaps. Takeoff flaps and landing flaps. All right, very good. All right, let's just continue to head north. My landing lights on still. Oop. Really? Maybe I've been doing the lights wrong. I thought it was I thought up was off. I'm sorry, I thought up was on. Look at this. I mean, I don't see any lights. Maybe the lights don't work. Alright, maybe the lights just don't work. Oh, wait a minute. Now I see the light. Now it's on. Okay, it's right here in the center. I never knew that was a light there. Okay. So up is on then, so let's turn that off. Salt flats. I'd like to do this in the Hornet. Like the F-18 Hornet. That would be pretty cool. Or the F-14 Tomcat. Dude, I watched a documentary on the F-14 Tomcat the other day on YouTube. I forget what it was called. something about the Tomcat, but it was mainly done by former pilots and Rios and test pilots and naval captains, you know, about their experiences flying it and how awesome it was, you know, with long range, you know, armament and, you know, breaking defenses and how they had air superiority. That must have been such a cool time being a pilot, knowing that you are flying the most badass airplane on the earth. You're in the 70s, fucking love is free. You know, government wasn't as corrupt as it is now. You could still, you know, have just one job for the household and still be able to support your family. You don't need to have 2 or 3 incomes to support your family now. You know, back then you just needed one income. The LA Aqueduct running alongside his base. Follow the waterway north until it crosses paths with the highway. Manzanar Airport. Just going to use our trim to keep us level. Some more salt fields over here. Another big old body of water. Ah, there's so many power poles over there. Wow. That looks like where Superman was filmed. The original Superman with Christopher Reeves when Lois Lane falls into Earth from the earthquake and got all those power cables around him. He's like, no! Like, I don't understand. First of all, why did he go for that Lois Lane? She smokes. Like, he's against smoking. Yeah, man. Got so mad he went up into space and spun the Earth backwards. She must have had some kryptonite down there, man, because even in Superman 2, he gave up his powers. I couldn't believe that, man. When I was growing up and I saw Superman 2, I was like, nah, Superman. Even I knew then, don't do that for a woman. I think I was 8 years old. When did Superman 2 come out? Hey, Siri, what year did Superman 2 release into the theaters? 1980. Okay, well, maybe that was a little young for me. Thank you. All right, I was 2. Let me tell you something. By the time I saw it the first time, I knew it was wrong. I was like, nah, Superman, don't give up your powers. Then when he went to that diner, that old trucker manhandled him, I'm like, no, Superman's blood, no. Like, all for a woman. I'm like, why would you do that? Like, I was probably 4 or 5 when I watched it. I knew back then, don't do that. Then he tricked all the bad guys, all the leatherette wearing bad guys and shiny. Them bad guys had some shiny ass pants. If I remember that right, they all had like these super shiny, like rubber pants. Maybe them being locked away in that prism for all those years, all those millennias. Maybe that gave them shiny pants. Them dudes had some shiny ass pants. The dude that couldn't talk and he couldn't make the eye lasers, he's like, You know, another movie that came out back then that was really good was The Jerk. Steve Martin. That movie is so good, The Jerk. Yeah, man, Steve Martin, good actor. Good actor. Yeah, then Superman 3, by the time Superman 3 came out, I wasn't really into it. It was okay with that supercomputer and Richard Pryor, but like, you know, I like Richard Pryor's movies. I mean, like, he was good in The Toy. He was great in The Toy. What a great movie that was, The Toy, back then. Eric Bates. And he, back then, you know, they used to call, you know, young guys, they would call him Master. You know, like they would call me Master Kaplan, or, you know. But his last name was Bates, so in the movie, his name was Master Bates. And like nobody saw that as being wrong or funny, except for Richard Pryor. If I remember the movie correctly, like everybody was like, "What?" And he's like Master Bates. Yep, the Wonder Wheel. The Wonder Wheel was his best friend. That was the Toy's best friend, the Wonder Wheel. And every time he'd walk into the dad's office, he would knock over the dad's the dominoes that he was setting up. Like, they had this huge track of dominoes in his office, and every time the Toy would walk in, he'd hit one of them by accident, and then the whole thing would fall. It was so funny. Fried chicken scene in that movie is good. He's getting the grease on all the guys' suits. Yeah, that movie was a really good movie. Airplane was a great movie. You know. How about some coffee? No, thank you. Like, you look just like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. My dad said he gave up. I did not give up. I mean, not give up. And then the Jive guys talking to Jive. He's like, "Shit, mama, Chop won't want no help. Chop won't get no help. Hey, mama, lay back on the cool slide." It was funny because it was what was her name, Barbara something. She was like Leave It to Beaver's mom or some shit like that. That was talking to Jive, talk to the guys. It was funny. What a great movie, Airplane. I don't remember if Airplane 2 was any good. I can't remember watching that movie. I don't think I watched that movie before. Maybe I have. Oh yes, I did. It was when they were like in a spaceship, and they tried all the same jokes again. It didn't hit like it did. The first movie hit really good with all those jokes and stuff like that, but that second time didn't really. The first two Caddyshacks I liked. Yeah, Caddyshack 1. I think I liked Caddyshack 2 a little better. I liked Franz Nooker. What was the little dude's name? Jackie Martin? No, not Jackie Martin. Guys from the Howard Stern show. Jackie. Or whatever. He was a little old Jewish guy. He had an accent, and anyways, yeah, he was that. The Caddyshack 2 was really good. I like the Gopher in that movie. One of the best actors in that movie. One guy I didn't like in that movie was that Jonathan Silverman guy. I never liked him as an actor. I just never liked the way he did his parts. I'm not saying I could do better. I'm just saying I didn't like his shit. All right, did we hit this airport yet? I don't think we have. All right, we're pretty damn close to it. So here's the edge of the river, or the edge of the lake, as they call it here. And then beyond the basin, which is right here, we need to start heading on a 322 for about 5.5 miles, I guess. Yeah, 5.5 miles. So, I'm sorry, 5.5, almost 6 minutes. So it's 50 now, so we go about 56 minutes, 57 minutes. We should be passing one little airport and then making our way to this airport. We'll keep on going. Menza Footnook. Yeah, them a lot of them movies in the 80s were great. Like, I watched a little bit of the original Nightmare on Elm Street today. What's flashing green up there? I think that's the other airport. That can't be our airport. Yeah, that's got to be the other airport. Okay. If that is an airport, I just see something flashing up here. Yeah, a lot of times when I'm working, I'll put a movie on and just let it play in the background. A lot of times I don't even have the volume on. I'm just like, I just have it up there so I can just kind of like, I don't know. I don't know why I have it on. It's the same reason why I always have it on like upstairs as well. Like I always have to have something in the background just kind of low. It doesn't need to be loud. I don't want it to bother me. I just need something visually, I guess, to see at times. But yeah, I watched The Exorcist. A few of these movies are going off of HBO Max soon. So I wound up watching The Exorcist today. The original Nightmare on Elm Street, which is a pretty good movie. Pretty good movie, you know. And then I watched Poltergeist. I tried watching Interview with the Vampire, but I don't know. I liked the movie when I was younger, but I don't really like it anymore. Yeah, see, here's the other airport right here. And what the fuck is that flashing over there? It's probably just a tower. Alright, that's the airport that we're passing now, so now we need to head on a 322. Oh yeah, this is a tower flashing. That's pretty cool that we could see it from that far away. Yeah, this is the airport right here. 099 or 026. Yep, that's what it was. The little tower flashing. I don't think that's a VOR station. I think that's like a regular kind of tower. Alright. Now we got about 5 or 6 minutes till we get to the airport. And then we're going to land, and then I'm going to say goodbye to everybody and go to sleep. I'm old and I need my sleep. I don't get about 8 hours of sleep. I'm not going to be cranky, but I'm not going to be happy either. I'm going to be kind of like medium. Old and medium. That's what I'll be tomorrow morning if I don't get about 8 hours of sleep. Yes, I know. You can make a sandwich. There's rolls and shit if you want to make a sandwich. If not, don't. I mean, just saying, don't worry about it. I know. Yeah, the peppers and onions are pretty good too. Yeah, make yourself a sandwich or so. There's little pieces of lettuce on the bottom shelf if you want lettuce. It's like little, like, well, you've seen me use them before, but it's on the bottom shelf. There is more ketchup in the cabinet behind, next to the sink. I'm sorry, next to the dishwasher. Sorry guys, I'm directing traffic in my kitchen. The restaurant is open again for a few more minutes tonight. Alright, so we should be seeing this other airport. It should be pretty easy to see. There's going to be a big X. Big old X. Yeah, I like this bush trip a lot when we start heading south through Nevada and Northern California, and we start heading like towards Yosemite Park. So once we get past like the first, I guess, half of this bush trip where it's all desert, I mean, this is okay looking, but it's not as exciting as like flying over Saudi Arabia or Afghanistan. Like they got really cool like topography. Maybe if we were flying over the mountains, maybe we'd think differently. I could always climb to like 10,000 feet, find the airport, and just nosedive into it. It's realistic. I'm sure this plane could handle that. I wonder if we would do that. I wonder if we nose dove. Is that proper English? Nose dove? Nose dived? Dove nose first. Straight from 10,000 feet. I wonder if even though there's no failures in this plane, if it would say that we crashed. You know what I mean? Like we overstressed the airplane. Or we overstressed the G. Alright, so it's been almost 5 or 6 minutes. We should believe be seeing the airport here pretty soon. See, even though we're not really using this map, you can kind of cheat, because when you... First of all, this little mound here, I believe, is right here. But no, you can cheat a little bit, because whenever you close the map, this VFR map, and then you open it, it always centers. Wherever the center is where your airplane approximately is. So watch, if we close this and open it back up, it should have moved a little bit. Yeah, I guess it did. All right, let's see what we're looking out for here. To the west of Lone Pine, set against the jagged peaks of the Sierra Nevada, find the rounded contours of the Alabama hills and the LA aqueduct running alongside its base. Follow the waterway north until it crosses paths with the highway. Short distance. Okay. So once the waterway crosses, then that's where we need to go to. But like I said, it shouldn't be too hard to find this airport. Big X. And it should be on the right side of this. Well, actually, let me see here. No, it's going to be on the left side of the street, because remember, this is where we're coming from here. That confused me for the longest time. I didn't realize for years. I didn't realize that. I always thought like this is where we'd enter from, but I think it's the other way around. I think we're coming from this way and then coming up here. So the water should be on our left. The highway should be on our right. See how the water now switched and the highway now switched? That's what I'm saying. Oh no, maybe I'm right. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is the right way. Oh yeah, there's the runway. Forget what I said. All right. I always said I was a smart man. All right. Got my magic shoes on, Johnny. Yeah, I bought a piece of fruit called apple. All right, let's. I guess we'll use the shorter runway. It doesn't really matter. Let's just get on the ground and get out of here. Sorry to ruin your Black Panther party. Alright. Continue. There's the runway. Flaps full. Just start trim a little bit. Probably went flaps full a little too soon. Alright, coming in for a 709er. Thinking about changing the name of the channel again. I like America First Aviation. Or Right Side Aviation. Even though I'm not really right. I'm not really left either. I'm more libertarian than anything. Like, I just want government to be there to protect borders. Other than that, leave us the fuck alone. Get rid of all the three-letter agencies. Get rid of the Department of Justice, get rid of the FBI, get rid of the CIA, get rid of the DEA, get rid of the FCC, get rid of the FAA. We don't need all these fucking federally funded organizations, man. Let's just get back to simple government. Stay the fuck out of my life. Get rid of the IRS. neutral. Back all the way. Start hitting the brakes a little bit. Oh, that was sweet, man. Like super sweet, dude. All right, let's see what's next. Kind of forget what's next for the bush trip. Let's check it out. And I'm getting out of here. I'd rather do these shorter streams than not stream at all, because that means I get to fly. And I've been having fun flying again, flying like this with the bush trips and the lessons. Kind of reinvigorated me to, you know, I'm learning, which is keeping me more engaged. You know, I was starting to kind of get bored. Like I said, I was getting bored with it because I just wasn't learning anymore, really. But now I'm learning shit, and I'm actually using it. Like, you know, like some of the stuff. Ooh, look at this. Mike Patey's Draco X. Oh, that's cool. That's a cool plane. Don't we already have a version of this? I could have sworn we already had this. Or maybe we had it, maybe it's on 2024. All right, let me see what's coming up next here. Oh wow, it's a long trip. From Manzanar to Madame Airport. So that's where we're leaving from. That's the first stop. Oh no, that's the airport. Oh, here's our next airport here. Yeah, see, like, where's the runway? Like, I think this little grass strip here is the runway, or this little dirt strip here. I think this is number 4, and then number 5 should be the next one here. Yeah, this is the next one here. Yeah, see, these are kind of hard to find sometimes. So, anyways, I'm getting out of here, my friends. I will see you on the next episode of the Airplane Show. Make sure you hit like and subscribe, and that's about it, I guess, right? Until next time, hopefully tomorrow. Like I said, I don't mind doing these shorter streams. You know, gets me a chance to keep flying, and you know, maybe, I don't know, maybe we'll do another bush trip tomorrow. Maybe we'll do some more of this. Maybe we'll do some X-Plane. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe we'll do something. Anyways, hit like, subscribe, and follow, and I will see you in the next episode of the Airplane Show. Maybe we'll talk news tomorrow night. I kind of had fun going off on that rant last night. That rant felt good. I have a lot more to say too. Maybe we'll talk about 3i Atlas tomorrow, in my theory about how it's from our civilization from like millions of years ago. So maybe we'll continue that talk, and I'll bring some receipts about finding, you know, buried cities that are still buried underground, that, you know, cameras and new technology have shed some light on about these civilizations existing, you know, and the ground is well, anyways, we'll talk about it tomorrow, hopefully. If not, I'll be back on Friday. That's about it. All right, see you.